So, I heard you like short, easy to understand and straight to the point guides. Here is everything you need to know on how to efficiently prepare for Talandre expansion and Tier 2 gear. You don't have to follow this guide, but if you want to optimize your preparation and min-max savings in Tier 2, this is what I will do. Start farming Solant, as the recommended amount is around 400 million, but it varies depending on your progression, playstyle and current resources. Solant is essential for crafting Tier 2 gear, upgrading gear, traits and unlocking nodes in mastery trees among other things. There are various ways to farm Solant, but the most effective way is stacking precious Marvins and selling them at the merchant for Solant. Keep in mind that this will increase Marvin's Lucent value, so you need to make a decision to sell them for Lucent or Solant. The following materials are critical for Tier 2 upgrades. Precious polished crystals are used for pretty much everything that requires upgrading, and you will need several thousands. You can trade up to 5 rare polishing crystals for 1 precious. Gems and growth stones are key for upgrading different builds and gear, so stockpile them according to your current needs and progression. Magic powder is essential for upgrading Tier 2 gear, and you will need thousands to comfortably push your gear to plus 12. You can obtain them by dissolving blue and purple Tier 1 gear, but it is not recommended as that gear has better uses. Stack ore for mastery tree unlocks. Start creating your weapon mastery on quest log and track how much ore you will need for your build. Weapon mastery plays a huge role in Tier 2 progression, and I will have a separate detailed guide on it, but here are the basics. The unlock process requires specific ores and large amounts of Solant. There are 4 quadrants. Attack focuses on raw damage output, tactics supports skill efficiency and cooldown reduction, defense enhances survivability, and utility provides additional benefits like crowd control. Nodes become progressively expensive in the 2nd and 3rd rings. Rubik's is the most expensive gem type in Korea, so stock up before prices rise. Next, you want to stock up on Tier 1 resistance contract scrolls and do not use them. Dissolve them all and then craft Tier 2 resistance contract scrolls, which will contain better rewards. These scrolls contain pouches with new Tier 2 gear pieces. Dawn Mist glows are best in slot for some builds, so keep them to either use on your builds or sell for Lucent. Push mastery to level 20 on 2 main weapons before working on other weapons. This is essential to unlock max 200 points, which will allow you to fully unlock mastery on both main weapons. Extra mastery experience should be allocated to secondary weapons for future flexibility. Save Abyss currency for possible Tier 2 gear chest crafting. These are selection chests that allow you to either select best in slot gear for your own usage or select the gear that is most expensive for Lucent gain. If the global version follows Korea's system, these will be invaluable for progression and Lucent making. Save special resistance medals that are obtained from world bosses, as you will be able to trade them for weapon mastery experience or precious polished crystals, which are both needed for progressing your character in Talandre. Save 2-star dimensional tokens, as 3-star dungeons drop Tier 2 gear, making them highly valuable. In Korea, 3-star dungeons use 2-star tokens, but this is not 100% confirmed that it will be the same for global. Or maybe AGS will introduce 3-star dimensional tokens. Just in case, hold on to all expiring dungeon entries from Battle Pass and prioritize them post Tier 2 launch. The current ones expire on 13th March, giving you enough time to use them all. Stack up Abyssal Contract tokens all the way to the 40,000 limit. Talandre will introduce new open world dungeons where Tier 2 gear will be dropping, so burning tokens will be essential for new gear drops. Plus, make sure you empty out battle passes for expiring tokens and save them all for post-Talandre launch, as they all expire on 13th March. Save contract coins from daily contract. These will potentially offer best in slot weapons for 3000 contract coins. There are selection chests and allow you to select weapons of your choice for your own usage or sell the traits or lithographs on an auction house for Lucent. Global release details are not 100% confirmed, so saving is the safest option. Stack up all the 1-star and 2-star dungeon shard chests. In Korea, you can use these shards to craft Tier 2 gear, which is not confirmed for global, as we will most likely use 3-star shards, but the safest way is saving them. Worst case scenario, you can use the shards to craft trait unlock stones. Save Enchanted Ink, as it is used to create lithographs for Tier 2 gear. Creating Tier 2 lithographs requires more ink than Tier 1, but these will be your ultimate way to make insane amounts of Lucent early on. Save and extract high value Tier 1 traits that will remain valuable in Tier 2. The best traits are heavy attack, critical chance, hit chance, max health, skill damage boost and resistance, attack speed and so on. These will be used for your own progression or sold for Lucent, as their price will increase post Talandre launch. Save all rare and epic Tier 1 gear with bad traits for material transmutation. With Talandre expansion, level 4 and level 5 will unlock in material transmutation, which will have a chance to transmute into Tier 2 gear item. Save Ornate Coins, as they reset each month, and there's a good chance that the shop might be updated with some new items to help with Talandre in Tier 2. But even if it doesn't, saving it for rune chests, enchanted ink, pouches and growth stones should be mandatory. Level up your runes to 60 and either stockpile them for a material transmutation system to try and get the epic precious runes that go to level 80, or dissolve all bad runes for rune fragments, which can be used to craft precious rune chests. Transmutation also gives you a low chance to get precious chaos runes. There is no 100% confirmation if trait resonance will require ore or gems plus resonance fragments, but preparing for that is the best you can do by saving up all materials and resources. Trait resonance fragments are gained every time you're transmuting, so it's essential to save up Tier 1 gear with bad traits. Stockpile trait unlock stones, as Tier 2 arc boss weapons require double the trait unlock stones, 400 per line versus 200 for Tier 1. Most normal Tier 2 weapons remain best in slot for many classes, so it's worth investing trait unlock stones into them, as it will be very expensive to unlock them otherwise. Use 1-star and 2-star dungeon shards to craft more trait unlock stones. Conserve trait conversion stones, as they are used for rerolling traits on newly acquired gear. Smart usage ensures you maximize the effectiveness of your setup, but you can also use it to potentially reroll low value traits into high value traits and then extracting it to sell for Lucent. Not recommended, as it uses heavy RNG. Save up all the extraction stones, as they are essential for Lucent making. Eventually you will run out of enchanted ink to turn gear into lithographs, so the next best option to make Lucent will be selling high value Tier 2 trait extracts. Most important thing is to understand Tier 1 to Tier 2 gear transition. Upgrade your Tier 2 gear gradually before transferring Tier 1. Avoid transferring immediately and first upgrade your Tier 2 gear to a certain threshold. Blessing fail stacking will enhance trait upgrade success rate. Target is 8000 plus blessing for guaranteed success when transferring traits from Tier 1 gear into Tier 2 gear. Use blessing fail stacking strategies by preloading weaker gear before final transfer. Link to the detailed guide on fail stacking is in the description. Make sure your guild is level 20 to unlock Tier 2 world bosses in guild raid. Monitor market trends, as rubiks, lithographs and key traits will be highly valuable early in Tier 2. Selling early can generate large amounts of Lucent. Hoard important items that may increase in value post-launch, like precious marlins. Do not rush into giant Cordy weapons, as it requires a very specific build and a team setup to maximize its potential. They are very powerful, but there is always a chance that they will be nerfed. And that's pretty much everything important you can do to effectively prepare for Talandre expansion and Tier 2 gear. There are definitely some other smaller things you can also do, so if I missed anything important, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, consider subscribing and watch some of my other videos appearing on your screen.